Welcome to Tough Cards. Today we're going to talk about Bush and the Saudi royal family connection. The House of Saud is in effect, y'all. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about how on the day after September 11th, President Bush personally allowed members of the Saudi and bin Laden families to leave the country without being interviewed by the FBI. Now, our whole country has been business partners with the Saudi Arabians since the 70s, and we're ashamed of them in front of our country, and they're ashamed of us in front of their country. I'm sure it's like, you know, there are people like, you still talk to the Americans? No, no. Well, you know, once in a while, but you still do business? No, not a lot. Not like the old days. And that's basically what Bush is saying, you know. So, what else? New evidence surfaced yesterday that both Osama and Hussein are still alive. Now, I think that's better for the war, because when they die, it's all martyrs and mythology. But if they're still alive, people will be like, what have you done lately? Like John Lennon, we still mythologize him, but Paul McCartney is still great. But it's like, hey, Paul, good to see you. What have you been up to since the Beatles? I put out 300 albums, mate. Oh, right, I'm sorry. I've been busy. Not the best impression. Saddam, Super Mario Brothers martyr Hussein is still alive. You know, but here's the difference between him and Osama. Osama's like the quiet. Saddam's like the big business evil guy. Money, property, always in the suit, the yellow suit, you know what I mean? And Osama is like the quiet, like, in the forest, kind of unplugged terrorist, you know what I mean? He's down there like, yeah, you know, he's like Dave Matthews, and Saddam's more like Limp Bizkit. It's like, he's as legitimate of a threat as Osama is. He's just overproduced. Guys, well, after 9/11, 140 high-ranking Saudis, including bin Laden relatives, were quickly flown out of the country, even though all American airspace was closed. Greg, I'm sure you have some feelings on this. Let's get to them.
All right. Yeah, I think it's because the bin Laden and Bush families have been in business together. The royal prince of Saudi Arabia goes to Bush's ranch and has parties.
Right.
My question is, if we're going to let them go, why did we stop so many honest, God-fearing Americans? Why did we have this big roundup FBI thing that was so fruitless when we had 140 people who clearly one of them might know something about that?
But don't you feel that the left, which, like it or not, I feel you represent,
yes. Yeah.
Don't you feel that if Bush had stopped the Saudis, they would have said, because their name is bin Laden and they're of Arabic descent, he keeps them hostage? That could start a world incident.
Wait,
Saudi Arabia would do business with.
Wait a minute, Bush, 24 hours after the World Trade attack,
right.
Bush logged on to Travelocity and booked flights for the bin Laden?
No, they said...
Why stop at 140? Stop it, get them all out, you know what I'm saying? And if they can't deal with it, either they live in the camps or they all leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he said he didn't get no...
But you know what? The Jews are very touchy.
I was going to say, wow.
And here's the thing. How are you going to blame bin Laden's family for what he did? That's like blaming Kirk and Michael Douglas for what Eric does.
Yeah, but you know, but the thing is they said they didn't get no meals on the flights. So they got a free flight but no meals.
Yeah, right.
And no miles.
No, don't you think it's shocking? You guys are all big, you know, we love the war and we're all big right-wing dudes and whatever. Defend Bush to me on this issue. Defend the letting.
I just told you how to defend him. Because, wait, here's how you defend it. What would you do in a situation like that? Would you hold prisoner 140 people?
I don't think
against their will just because they're Arab?
No one was against their will.
And make them talk to the FBI?
Honey,
or would you let them go,
baby
baby
allowed
doll?
to fly? Was anyone in this room allowed to fly on September 13th?
Of course not.
They weren't prisoners. They were just having to abide by what everyone else in this country was having to do, which was no one
3 days later.
He said they were worried for this.
Bush was protecting his interest.
Yeah, of course he was.
I mean, I'm Polish. How many Polish people they fly out?
First of all,
they fly any Polish people out?
Well, they told them to fly them, but they put on boats.
They're making it seem like this is news.
Wait. First of all, before Elvis Costello says this is like a right-wing conspiracy, in other countries, when there's a problem, are they going to fly? They're going to fly out our diplomats. They're going to get out anybody of importance.
What does that say?
Of
course, there's somebody's tying something in here.
It's all tied together, but who's denying that it's all tied? What I'm telling everybody here is, what's the point? The point is, since 1970, whatever liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republicans in office, we do business with the Saudis.
Yeah.
$1 trillion, not just the
Bush's family does.
And Bush's before Bush's family, we do business. Now, I'm not saying that's not corrupt, but let's face it, that means our whole country.
My question is, did they confiscate all the Saudis' nail clippers? Because when I go through, the TSA looks up my butt with an electron microscope.
But I like that.
I got to let the guy rub me,
like that.
rub me on the front of the pants for half an hour and take my shoes off because some knucklehead set his shoes on fire. I'm a comedian going from town to town. As much as I'd love to blow up a plane, it keeps me from getting paid at the end of the gig.
Yeah,
well, I can tell you something right now. If they find a bomb and someone's wrecked them, I'm taking a bus. I'll tell you that right now.
I'll tell you right now.
Here's the thing. If they, you know, one thing they're not confiscating from the Saudis is soap.
Why would you stop kind of a medium flow?
I know.
Unless you had a real guarantee. Speaking of soap, tell us about Boss's apartment. Bob, you
Let me
stay
tell you
there
something,
sometimes.
okay? I was in prison, I was beaten and raped, and I felt more comfortable than I was in Voss's apartment. What a duck that is. Let me tell you, I've been in crack houses, it's been nicer.
So that's what we did here. All right, now yesterday it was reported that Saddam and Osama are still alive. Is finding Osama or Saddam important in the grand scheme of the war, Bob?
Let me tell you something. We were sold on Saddam. All of a sudden, he's out of the picture. It's like buying a car. All of a sudden, hey, where's the air conditioner? Well, you don't need the air conditioner. The car's still going to move. And I don't know why you can't find bin Laden. He's 6'6". The Taliban's 5'2". Shoot the tall one. Unless this guy's running around on his knees, shoot the tall one. That's how Abe Lincoln got it. That hat didn't help. And I'll tell you another thing. We got to kill bin Laden. We can't bring him back to the States. So stand trial and get Johnny Cochran. You know, if the towel don't fit, you got to quit, you know? We got to whack this guy.
Corey, please bring some woman's energy into this. These guys are out of their minds.
I don't think they could find Osama bin Laden if he was on their own, AOL buddy list at this point.
But it's
all they have to do is
it's got to be pretty difficult to find a guy on dialysis riding a donkey carrying a machine gun.
Let me just say,
There's got to be thousands of them.
Follow the extension cord.
Yeah.
Our government get bin Laden, they send the right people. If our government sends out the bin Laden, the same people who used to collect those old student loans, they'll find them. These people find you. I got woken up at 6 in the morning. This guy says, you owe $128. I said, that was 25 years ago. How'd you find me? We've been tracking you. So you got to find them.
Now, let me, first of all, that was the college, the prison college, wasn't it? Like, that wasn't like regular. That's the.
You know what kept me out of college?
What?
High school.
Yeah.
Why don't they put an ad in the Fundamentalist Psychopath Weekly or whatever? Because bin Laden's a single guy, and it could be like, single white believer seeks guy who rides donkey and wants the overthrow of Western civilization. Call this cave or whatever, you know.
Don't they look like Goofus and Gallant sitting there?
You know, you got your nerve. You two lost to a big fat guy with breasts bigger than Dolly Parton and a farming for 2 weeks, and you're going to give me a hard time.
Speaking of the Asian people, the past 10 years, North Korean dictator Kim Jong-il has been starving his people and building up his nuclear arsenal. Now, sound familiar? Now, what can the U.S. do this time that won't make us second guessed and criticized by the whole world for whatever we do with poor Kim Jong-il? Corey, I know he's not as bad as Bush. He's only tortured and killed millions of people, but not as bad as Bush, of course. But go ahead.
No, but you're saying they're always going to second guess us. I mean, that's what makes us a democratic.
Not that. Yeah, exactly.
We should always
This
be
country
second
of
guessing
dumb
our
people.
leaders. But
Dissent
the
idiots.
truth is, we are spending $87 billion to try to find a jar of Drano to prove there's weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. Meanwhile, Kim Jong-il has all but put up a countdown clock to the end of the world
said he had a
in Times Square, and we're not taking him out.
He said he had a weapon that could reach the West Coast. I mean, Iraq. Bush said the stupidest
We
thing.
know where he is.
Bush
Why don't
said
we
the
take him
stupidest thing
out?
I've ever heard.
Because if
anyone
we
ever
did
say.
all these things, if we took Bush, if we took bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, and Kim Jong-il, most of our country, and all of the world, we go, those savages, look what they did. We're trying not to kill innocent people as we take these people out. Does anyone give a damn about that?
And that will also.
But so far, that's all we're doing
that's a
is
fact.
killing innocent
Bush
people.
said that North Korea was a regional problem.
Who?
No, Bush said that was the stupidest thing, that North Korea was a regional problem.
Yeah.
It was a regional problem. Would it be a regional problem if it was next to Texas?
Yeah,
I mean,
I was
come
going to
on.
say, you know why it's a regional problem? Because our cars don't run on spicy cabbage. That's why. If the cars run on kimchi, we'd be all
My
over.
car does.
Tired of seeing all the turmoil in the world? Do what I do. Watch commercials. We'll be right back. See?
This week, Robert Evans and Slash will change everything you thought you knew about soup.
That's magical, man.
It's an all-new Kid Notorious, Wednesday at 10:30.
This is the best soup I've ever tasted.
Really hard to say this, but you are my shining star. With the new Sony DVD Handycam camcorder, you don't just make movies, you make DVDs.
All right, let's pop in the DVD.
Hi. What are you guys watching tonight? My shining star.
That's a good line.
Introducing the DVD Handycam from Sony.
Happy birthday! So, where's the cake?
We're not having cake.
Uh-oh.
Yum, 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 yum. Yummy!
Sometimes it's not the power you have, it's the power you have to spare. That's something inside. That burst of speed, that jolt of energy, that gives you the edge. The turbocharged, all-wheel drive Subaru Forester. Subaru, driven by what's inside.
Visit your local Subaru dealer for financing as low as 0% APR on every Forester.
Introducing 2 fun new minty flavors of Orbit, cinnamon and bubble mint. For a good clean feeling. Fabulous. No matter what.
What you watching?
Hockey.
What's on next?
Hockey.
All right.
Just foot off the table, please.
Do you live hockey? Then you need NHL Center Ice on Sports in Demand. Follow your team and catch up to 40 out-of-market regular season NHL games a week on digital cable. Call now to order.
Available with IO Digital Cable Service from Cablevision. Call and order today.
Ready to take control of your credit card debt?
Credit Guard of America cut my monthly payments in half.
Credit Guard of America is a nonprofit service that's helped thousands of people to move on with their lives.
Credit Guard of America saved me over $13,000 in interest fees alone.
Call now to reduce your monthly payments, cut the interest rates on your credit cards by up to half, and get your unsecured debt paid off years earlier.
Don't you owe it to yourself to work with a real nonprofit service? Certified counselors are standing by.
Call 800-473-4231.
Porn, is it ruining relationships? New York Magazine, which I guess they handed me because I was supposed to be holding it right now, had an article that said porn's accessibility.
Here, Colin.
Thanks, Greg.
Sorry, I was busy with it.
Oh.
Go sit by Boston.
Do you have a tissue?
No. Said porn's accessibility is destroying men's sex lives with women. Now, we all know that porno is killing us, but I think we have to treat it like the drug war. Go after these amateurs that keep filming themselves, because everyone's bored of the professionals. Or just start taxing it so that we can feed the homeless with all the fruits of our loins, and then we'll all be in a good thing together. The porn stars become national heroes and the greatest altruists, because what greater gift than to take a faceful for your fellow man? Now look, well, if we're gonna do it anyway, let's, make it go to the, all right, let's see what the people think.
Yeah, I do watch porn because women, they want to be shady and they don't want to, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to fulfill all your sexual fantasies and stuff. I mean, this is like 2003.
He's just working out his fantasies. That's not going to happen with me.
Not everybody can get like a perfect 10 like in real life. So, you got to go for what you can get. Because there's no like threes in porn videos, you know what I mean? Like, you don't see like busted chicks, so.
Yes, you do.
Helps broaden the horizon, make things interesting. Honey, can you do that? She looks at me and says, I'll try.
It's something I do. It's for me. I get pleasure myself. No one else needs to know about it. Yeah, at work, whenever necessary. I'm young. I'm virile.
I'm not going to lie. I enjoy porn.
All right. Well, what do you think? First of all, Rich, do you think porn ruins relationships?
Rich. Do I think it ruins relationships? Only if you get caught. Nothing on that one.
Well, listen, can I just say something about porn? Porn and karate movies are about the same.
Why is that, Bob?
Because you water through everything, bad music and bad dialogue, and wait for someone to get banging each other, someone beating up each other. You know what to do? Have them combine. Have a porno karate movie. Right when you're ready to Jackie Chan comes through the window, kicks the guy right in the balls. That's the kind of stuff I want to see.
You need to be...
And you're calling him dumb?
It's a good idea. Watch, so a movie next week will be starting.
He's not supposed to be smart. He's
There is a movie out like that. There is a movie out like that. Kill Bill is all sex and
but there's no
karate.
porn. It's a porn.
Yeah, but they're all hot girls.
Is there anyone here who thinks porn doesn't ruin relationships? Why don't we ask that? Greg, how about you?
Well, it doesn't exactly enrich them, if you know what I mean. I don't think there's a woman in the world who goes, honey, I'd really love it if you had some silicone slave girls from Eastern Europe in the house, while bizarre gay guys with piercings all over their body inject them in every orifice. That doesn't really happen in my experience. You notice at wedding parties, they rarely give you like a toaster and then a French tickler gigantic twirly thing. Although you don't really get the Jenna Jameson book set on. I think this whole mainstreaming of it is all nonsense, because if we really wanted to make porn mainstream, we would give them a union so they could have health care like any other performers, because basically they're just like coke-addled slaves that we watch have sex with each other, which is not necessarily a bad thing if you volunteer.
Jesus.
Yeah, but see, that's how I met my wife. I met my wife.
Here's the thing. Colin, I have a question. Is this in front of a live audience today?
Yeah, normally when you say something funny.
No, look.
Why so angry?
Speaking about porn.
Now look.
I hosted like.
You know how desperate I am this show? I was about to say something. I go, oh, listen to voice. You interrupted me and I went with it. That's how
I was going to say, what happened to that old Colin Quinn spunk?
I don't know.
It was so funny because I hosted the stripper awards a couple of weeks ago in Vegas, and they came up like they were winning Oscars. Yeah. And they're like, you know, I like
stripper
to thank,
awards or porno?
Well, the porn.
And that's on your resume?
And they would say, they would say, you know, I want to thank my brother, father, and uncle for touching me as a kid.
My mother for pretending she didn't see it.
Yeah.
All right. What about
you, Colin? Why don't you weigh in on the porn issue?
Because I don't know. I was hoping somebody had something to say. I mean, of course.
Do you ever watch the free porn, like the Cinemax stuff after midnight?
No.
Is that really?
That's the point. Your tolerance. When I was a little kid, if you saw like nudity, like somebody in their bra on TV, you'd whack off for 2 weeks. But the tolerance level is so high now. You can't. People are jaded, so they went to.
I always feel ripped off though, because you know, like the free porn, they always show you the breast and the buttocks, but the penis, it's implied.
Yeah, why is that?
I think they think if they show the penis, it's no longer tasteful.
Well, it used to be in the hotels, right? You would get 5 free minutes before you'd have to pay for the porn. It's really. And like, I need 2 minutes, I'm out of there, you know? And now if it was a really hard week, I'd be like 4 minutes, and I'd hit it right before the 5.
We're getting older, Bob. That's all.
I know. You know, that was
folks.
So much more than I wanted to.
I know.
I think it was fine until he goes.
Yeah, it was the last part.
Fine, folks. You go do something that makes the world a better place. I'll stay here alone with these people, and we'll figure this out.
We don't know how, we don't know why, but Insomniac and South Park have never, ever been seen back-to-back at 9 o'clock until now.
I have no idea what's going on.
Insomniac and South Park, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays at 9, here on Comedy Central.
On a new Crank Yankers, before Dennis can pop the big question.
I need an engagement ring.
The question pops him.
It's gonna run you $7,500.
Oh, God! Oh, I knew it! Crank Yankers, tomorrow at 10.
Hi.
Hello.
Can we come in? Sure. Dog gonna bite me?
I doubt it. You'll be the first.
So do you use 10-10-987?
I don't make a lot of calls.
It doesn't matter. If you make 1 call or 100 calls, same price. 3 cents a minute and then 39 cents to connect anywhere in the United States. No
but I
monthly
already
fees.
have, you know.
Something else?
Yeah.
If you have another carrier, it doesn't matter. You don't have to sign up for anything.
Then how would I do that?
Just dial it. 10-10-987-1, the area code, and that's it. It comes on your regular phone bill.
3 cents. How much cheaper could it be?
My point exactly. How much cheaper can it be?
Right.
Jared? What are you doing here? I don't know. I just always wanted to try this place. But Jared, it's okay. I had Subway for lunch.
When you have wholesome low-fat sandwiches from Subway, it's all right to indulge now and then. Try our delicious sweet onion chicken teriyaki sandwich, made fresh with under 6 grams of fat, so you can feel good about being good and okay about being bad.
Some dessert, sir?
Subway, good, so you don't always have to be.
When it's time to clean the toilet, I want something that's easy, effective, and leaves the toilet sparkling clean all the time. Lysol listened. Introducing a revolution in toilet bowl cleaning. New Lysol Ready Brush for outstanding cleaning results anytime you need it. The new Lysol Ready Brush Starter Kit with a Lysol Ready Brush, foaming aerosol refill can, and convenient storage caddy brings the cleaning power of the Lysol brand to your bathroom. So easy to assemble. Here's how it works. Just push the button and squeeze the trigger. Lysol Ready Brush dispenses the cleaner at the brush head, right where you need it the most. Its thick, foamy formula clings to the bowl for deep, effective cleaning every time you brush, leaving your toilet bowl sparkling clean with a fresh scent. Now that's what I needed. Thanks for listening, Lysol. The new Lysol Ready Brush, offering cleaning and brushing all in one integrated system. So get ready, get set, brush. Don't pass up this chance to save $3 on the revolutionary advance in toilet bowl cleaning technology from America's leading toilet bowl cleaner. Get your coupon today. Call or log on now.
You know, someone asked me the other day what would make me happy. Sadly, I didn't have an answer, but what's even sadder, we asked some nice folks out in the street the same question, and when they were pleasant enough to give us permission to use their clips, we made fun of them. So let's roll this first one.
What's the one thing that makes me happy?
If they do Oz the musical. Answer?
Stop making guns to all the nation.
Oh, why don't you stop selling guns to all the neighborhoods? Next clip.
What's the one thing that would make me happy?
To lose this British accent? Answer?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie. Hey, you never know. Yes, you do. And so do I. You won't get her, I won't get her. Next clip.
What's the one thing that would make me happy?
If they stop calling me the Jude Law of Merrill Lynch and stop random drug testing. Answer?
Sex with the Hilton daughters at the same time.
Oh, what a guy. Hey, by the way, it's the Hilton sisters, Freud. So I don't know what's going on with you, but apparently. All right, next clip.
What's the one thing that makes me happy?
If Sean Connery teaches me how to read after basketball practice. Oh, you're right. That was racist that I said he looked like somebody from a movie. That was really out of line. Okay, we'll change it. How about the one thing to make you happy is if you get some street cred for your gang, the Banana Republic Calneck Thugs. Answer?
I have to say money. I gotta have it. You know, gotta make that money.
That's right. Cashmere rules everything around me. All right. Next clip.
What will make me happy?
Folks, please. Now you're being... If they made the Goya crate sturdier so my dominoes don't shake out of position, every time the Ford train rumbles overhead. Shut up, folks. That was a good one. Answer.
If we all have respect for humanity.
Okay, now I can understand you turning on me after you said that nice thing about respect for humanity. Before that, that line was great. Let's go to the next clip.
What's the one thing that would make me happy?
I know the one thing that would make me happy. Okay, what is it?
An unlimited shopping spree on Rodeo Drive.
See that? I guess the terms are out there now. By the way, Rodeo Drive is in L.A. No, I'm kidding. She's a beautiful young person who has a dream to be saddled with some, 50-year-old married investment banker who's like traipsing after her through Harry Winston. I just realized what would make me happy, the beauty of a carefully crafted and artfully executed segment such as that. What about you, folks? What is it, the touch of a strange woman's hand, or maybe the rough touch of a Tunisian merchant marine? I don't know. Maybe a carpenter's fingers all gnarled.
Get an all-new South Park.
Wednesday at 10 on Comedy Central.
Well, if you ever plan to motor west, take my way, that's the highway, that is the best. Keep your kicks out on Route 66. Get your kicks out on Route 66.
inside that microphone is something familiar. A battery. And while you might think all batteries are the same, consider this. When Bon Jovi puts on a show, the battery that powers their microphones is always a Duracell. So whether you've got 50,000 screaming fans or you're working a slightly smaller room, it just has to work. Duracell. Trusted everywhere.
Really hard to say this, but you are my shining star.
With the new Sony DVD Handycam camcorder, you don't just make movies, you make DVDs.
All right, let's pop in the DVD.
Hi.
What are you guys watching tonight?
Are my shining star.
That's a good line.
Introducing the DVD Handycam from Sony.
I'm saving $89 a night at this 4-star hotel. On Priceline, we got a 3-star for just $59 a night.
Priceline has the guaranteed best prices at top-of-the-line hotels.
Hotels.com wanted $120 a night. I got it for $65.
Save up to 40% off other leading online sites.
It was easy.
I told them the price.
Even how many stars.
I chose the exact neighborhood.
I wanted to be in Midtown.
Near the stadium.
Right by the beach.
And they found it.
Instead of staying at a 2-star, now we're staying at a 4.
Top of the line, guaranteed best price. Priceline.
There's a place.
Harry Wright is the touchdown scorer of the century.
A place for discovery. And a place to remember.
Thank you for touching us all.
It's a place where your heroes never retire.
This one's for John.
The place is ESPN Classic.
Available on IO Digital Cable Service from Cablevision.
Artistic, creative, fun, good pay, cool people. What more do you want?
If you're looking for a job in the exciting field of graphic design, call Briarcliff College at 800-906-3200.
With graphic design, you get the program with the creative edge.
We can train you for creative careers as art directors, graphic designers, web designers, and more.
Graphic design has it all.
Call Briarcliff College now at 800-906-3200. Call now, 800-906-3200.
You know what, folks? Porn can make you ruin many things. Your clothes, your rug, your hair, but most important, your relationships. What are the non-porn factors that have contributed to the failure of your relationships? Not to get personal, Greg.
Colin, these are the other factors that have contributed to the failure of my relationships. My self-centered nature, my thoughtlessness, my selfishness, my egotism, my raging monomania, my inability to empathize with anyone else, my complete and utter focus on whatever I'm doing to the exclusion of others. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Were we talking about me? I hope I get a chance to talk about me before this is over.
Okay. Cory!
Well, porn has never ruined any of my relationships. In fact, porn may have made some of them bearable. Particularly at the end, you know, at that awkward time when it's over, but he's still got to find his own apartment, or at the very least, a job.
All right. Bob!
Colin, there's a lot of things that contribute to the failure of relationships. Women eat too much now. Maybe you'll be able to turn your man on by, if you quit eating Cheese Whiz as salad dressing and learn to trim the hairs off your plumber's ass. And he might be able to keep the relationship together if he stops banging all the neighbors like a priest on ecstasy.
All right. Rich!
He couldn't read what he wrote. I guess it's because I get so frustrated, because no matter what I do, I can't make a woman happy. For instance, like, I'll take a lady on a walk through the beautiful countryside, green grass, leaves turning colors, hills to hike, and she gets mad because I have her carrying my clubs. I guess I would be better off to leave her at home so she could have dinner on me when I get there, you know?
Dinner on the table.
I know, dinner on the table. Jesus Christ. It was going so good.
Because you busted Golub.
It was going so good.
Stupid calling someone stupid.
It was going so good.
Folks, if we prevented just one relationship from being ruined tonight, I think we've done our job. So good night. Thank you for coming.